The recipes page will allow you to search for recipes in the system, as well as add custom recipes or custom foods. Custom foods are individual food items that you add, which can then be formed as part of recipes, which are a series of foods that form a recipe that you can eat. Using the search feature, if we wanted to search, for example, for breakfasts that have eggs, we can simply type the term egg, select breakfast as a search criteria, decide whether we want to search for system recipes or custom or both, the max results to show. If you want to filter by max prep or cook time, you can include that information, and you can choose to sort the results by various information. Clicking Search Recipes will then have the system go through and search for all egg recipes that are breakfast. We can now see the search results down below. The favorite column on the left shows whether this recipe has been saved as a favorite. Anything that's green means it's saved as a favorite. If you want to save a recipe that currently isn't as a favorite, you simply click on the favorite icon, and that will turn it from gray to greeny, meaning it is now saved as a favorite. Additionally, if you wanted to exclude that recipe, you would click it one more time, and that would change it from green to red, which then means it is now an excluded recipe. We can see it with the various recipes. Information, such as the number of servings, the prep time, cook time, any marinate time, calories, fat, carb, protein information, as well as a brain health score. The higher the score, meaning the better that the recipe is for your brain health. If it's a custom recipe, you'll have the ability to edit it. Otherwise, if it's a system recipe, you can make a copy of the recipe that then becomes editable, and you can save it with your own name and make any edits or changes to it. Additionally, on this page, if we want to add a custom food, click the Custom Food button. This will then bring up your list of custom foods, and you can choose to create a new custom food or edit an existing custom food. When you create a new custom food, you'll be given a nutrition information chart. So you can now select the food group, enter the name of the food, the serving size, and all the various nutritional information that will be on the food label. Once you've saved the food, it will be added to your food list. If you want to create custom recipes, simply click the Add Custom Recipes button, and this will take you to a page where you can create a new recipe from scratch. You give the recipe a name, any description that you want, how many servings it makes, the prep time, cook time, and if there's a marinate time, what type of meal the recipe can be used for, whether you want to add side dishes to this recipe, and then the information for how to create the recipe itself. So for example, if this recipe had chicken, we'll just start by typing in the term chicken, and the system will come up with a refined set of search results, so you can now choose. So if this was chicken breast, meat and skin, and raw, you would click that. Then you can choose the unit of measure. So if we're going to use 4 ounces of chicken, we've now added 4 ounces of chicken to this recipe. And you can continue on adding your various individual food items to the recipe. You also have a shortcut to add a custom food if you haven't already added it in the custom food list. When you're done, clicking Save and Calculate will calculate all the nutritional information for the recipe and save it. You can also save and start to add another new recipe, or save and copy the recipe that then you can make edits to. A shortcut to return to the recipe list, and if you're an administrator in the system, you can also choose to make this recipe available for all users. Returning to the recipe list, we'll go back to the main recipe page.